Hi and welcome to Unacademy Studios. I am Bhavik Bansal. I am a first year MBBS student at AIIMS New Delhi, and I achieved AIR 1 in AIIMS-MBBS 2019 and AIR 2 in NEET UG 2019. Today we'll be discussing how many and what questions to attempt in NEET and AIIMS paper. But before that, let me introduce you to the Unacademy Plus platform. So this platform is a personalized learning platform where you can interact live with the educator through live classes, and you can get your doubts cleared instantaneously and attempt various quizzes and tests. So I'll try to take up time from my schedule and teach on that platform, but you should realize that many much more experienced teachers than me are already teaching on the platform. So you can get that subscription from the Android platform or through their website. The medical 1-year subscription costs 25,000, but you can use my code Bhavik and get it at a 10% discount for 22,500. The 2-year course costs 40,000, but again you can use the code Bhavik and get it for 36,000. Now getting on to the topic, the first thing is you should realize that section wise what time you should employ. First of all, it's a commonly known thing that for papers which are lengthy, which are time intensive, you should attempt biology, chemistry, physics section wise. You should, that's the thing that is recommended. But if you are towards the end of your preparation and you have been using one style for most of your preparation, do not change it at the end moment. It may hamper your performance. Second thing is that the time factor, the division of the time in biology, chemistry, physics may work in NEET, but for AIIMS, I would recommend do not restrict yourself, that do not create a environment that I'll do biology in 30 minutes or chemistry in 45 minutes. Do them as fast as possible, because what I have seen is the physics section in AIIMS is pretty surprising. So you cannot set a value that I'll do it in 1.5 hours or 2 hours or whatever. You should complete biology and chemistry as soon as possible. If you get enough time later on after completing the paper, which trust me you won't, then you can re-attempt those papers, as online CBT gives you that privilege. So the next thing is, in NEET, it's a common thing that how can we attempt 180 questions in 180 minutes, but trust me, for NEET specifically, this is not a major problem, because most of the questions, and this time physics was pretty theoretical, and most of the questions don't even take 5 seconds to answer. Plus biology, you can easily attempt 90 questions in 30 to 45 minutes. So this is a myth. Do not get feared by the thing that you have to attempt one question a minute, or even if you take, like I took 2 minutes in a question, that I'm gonna leave the paper. You can easily attempt a question for 5 minutes or so, and if you have taken 5 minutes or so in a question, do not leave it just yet, because after leaving it, when you read it again, you'll have to invest equally more amount of time to understand it again. So if you have done the time investment, do go for it if you think it is possible. Otherwise, realize after just reading the question that this is not possible in a stipulated amount of time, and leave it as in there. Now I'll discuss the exam specific question attempting strategy. For AIIMS, you'll see that many of the physics questions are like labor intensive. They give you huge calculations which may take 5 to 10 minutes and even spoil your paper. So first of all, do not try to attempt AIIMS physics as the first thing. You should never do AIIMS physics in the start. You should always complete biology and chemistry first. Second of all, I would recommend that you do AR of a section along with the MCQs of that section, because and even you can do the AR first and get your mind primed to that subject and then attempt the MCQs. The second thing is physics MCQs are like, I remember a question in my shift. It was a thermodynamic cycle with 6 steps. It was not a particularly challenging question, but as lengthy as it can be, it cannot be solved in less than 5 to 10 minutes. So the best strategy is to leave that question then and there, realizing that this question is going to eat up a lot of my time. Second of all, in AIIMS physics, do not go with the habit of like NEET physics, like I have to attempt all the questions. You have to leave most of them. If not most of them, you have to leave like 10-ish. Even I did not attempt many, and many of my friends have gotten AIIMS Delhi with attempting around 160 questions. So that's an okay thing for AIIMS. But another thing you have to realize is for NEET, +4 -1 is still a chance where you can get lucky, but +1 minus a third is not something where you should try your luck, unless you are specific and you have a doubt only in one or two options. For NEET, I would recommend you not to leave any question. Get the best guess you can if you are not in the topper range. But another experience I would like to share that hurt me really well was, if you want to top NEET, which I couldn't, if you want to score AIR 1 and you are in that range, if you are scoring around 690 or 700 or 680, you should leave just one question. Why? Now, realizing the results of last 2 to 3 years, you will notice that in 2018, the topper had 691 marks. In 2019, the topper had 701 marks. And the thing is, in all the NEET papers, the multiples of 5 have many people concentrated on them. This year also 700 had 2 people, 695 had 6 to 7 people, 690 had even more. So by leaving that one question, you get out of that tiebreaker. And by getting out of that tiebreaker, you can obviously top if you are like really into that thing. Also, you can get out of the 50 people tiebreaker, and getting out of that is a really important feat. If you think that one question is very unlikely to be guessed correctly, please leave it only if you are above the 670 to 680 mark, that is. And otherwise, you should attempt maximum questions, because even for like +4 -1, the strategy adopted in NEET, even if you guess absolutely randomly, you will guess 3 wrong and 1 right. This will give you +4, this will give you -3. So for every 4 questions guessed purely on chance, you will get 1 mark. So pure math says that you should attempt each and every question in NEET. Also keep this in mind, that if you want to top, leave one question. Okay, so that would be my insights to question attempting strategy. There are many, though I followed these. And if you want more strategies, you can subscribe to the channel Unacademy Studios, and you can like and share this video among friends. Thank you.